Hello pilots and welcome to this unboxing video brought to you by Out of Arc Gaming. As always, my name is Phil and we finally have the Battle over Endor scenario pack that has been long awaited here in the UK and, well, most of the world really. But we finally have it in our hands, so we're going to have a look through all of these cards. I know they've been shown on the AMG website, and those of you lucky enough to go to Worlds have got proxies of these already, but let's have a look and see what we actually have in the pack for those of you that have been somehow managing to avoid spoilers for this pack. So let's have a look and see what we have in here. So first up with the pack, we do have our Battle over Endor scenario rules, and we are hoping to get this on the channel very soon. We will do a separate video going through how to set up and play this, as well as actually playing the new Battle over Endor scenario. We've got all of our cards and our big token for the Star Destroyer, and we've also got all of our cardboard. But let's put these bits over to the side and have a look and see what cards we actually get first. So first up, we're going to get a number of ion bombs, proton bombs here. So 2 ion bombs, 3 proton bombs with the images on the back. And what I love about these cards is that you can actually know exactly what they do straight away. Not sure why this wasn't included on the very original cards, but it does make it really handy if you are using those bomb tokens without having to actually look back on any of the apps you use to go, oh, what is it they do? You've got them all on there. So you've got 2 ion bombs and 3 proton bombs, which is fantastic. We obviously have all of our cards here, so let's have a quick look through. So first up, we have Wedge Antilles, I6 Wedge. With his ability, after you perform an attack that hits, gain 1 focus token. Locked S foils, after you perform a boost action, gain a deplete token. He's got the It's a Trap talent, which is on most, if not all, of the Rebel pilots. While defending, if there are more other friendly ships than enemy ships at range 0 to 1, you may reroll 1 of your blank results. You've also got Predator, which is exactly the same. While you perform a primary attack, if the defender is in your bullseye, you may reroll 1 attack die. Advanced Proton Torpedoes and the R2A3 Astromech with a non-recurring charge. So after you perform an action, you may spend a charge to acquire a lock. So that's really good if you want to get that double mod in there. And also it doesn't stress you, so if you focus and then lock, you are not going to be stressed there. Really good for those advanced proton torpedoes. Next up we have Yendor. Yep, that name is basically Endor with a Y on it, but another X-Wing pilot here. While you perform a primary attack, you may gain a strain token to reroll 1 of your blank results. Really efficient there. You've also got the It's a Trap. You've got plasma torpedoes and the stabilizing astromech. After you fully execute a maneuver, you may spend 1 charge to perform a white action, even while stressed. And that's a non-recurring charge there. Now with this, you've obviously got the 4 hull, 2 shields. Wedge has 3 shields on his X-Wing because he's Wedge. We've got Kendi Idel. After you spend a green token, you may choose a friendly ship at range 1 to 3 and gain a strain token. If you do, that ship may perform a red focus or red evade action. Now, Kendi is I4, so that could be quite handy for you actually. Obviously, you've got the It's a Trap, ion missiles, modified R4P unit. Before you execute a red maneuver, you may spend 1 charge. If you do, while you execute that maneuver, reduce its difficulty. And the chaff particles. While defending, you may spend 1 focus result at the end of the neutralize result step to remove 1 red or orange token. And that is actually pretty cool. We have Lando in the Millennium Falcon here, I5. At the start of the activation, you may spend 1 charge. If you do, choose an initiative value from 1 to 6. You activate at that initiative this phase. That's actually really powerful, because if you want to actually move first and cause some serious shenanigans, that's going to be brilliant. Got the ability High Stakes. After you perform a red action, you may roll an attack die. On a hit or crit result, remove 1 stress. So really efficient there. Now you've got the Ace in the Hole talent. At the start of the engagement phase, you may spend 1 charge to gain 1 jam token to perform a barrel roll action. And we all know that a large ship barrel rolling is incredibly scary. You've got It's a Trap, Neon Numb, decrease the difficulty of your bank maneuvers. You've got Air and Kraken. After defending, if the attack hit, you may gain 1 deplete token to perform a bonus primary attack targeting the attacker. So that's really good, a response attack there, I like that. You got the Millennium Falcon title. While attacking or defending, if you have a non-lock red or orange token, you may reroll 1 die. So really handy there. Quite nice Millennium Falcon there. Looking forward to getting that in the game, actually. Moving on to our A-Wings, we got Tao Kelu. While you are disarmed, you can still perform torpedo attacks. When you perform a torpedo attack while disarmed, roll a maximum of 4 dice. So you can shoot those proton rockets, but only with 4 dice. Tycho does have 3 shields on there, so 2 hull, 3 shields for an A-Wing. That's really cool. Vector cannons. During the system phase, you may perform a red boost or rotate action. You can rotate your turret arc indicator only to your front or back. You got It's a Trap, Juke, proton rockets, and the chaff particles, as we mentioned earlier, which can be really good to get rid of the disarm token, because that's an orange token. Also in the A-Wing, we've got Gemma Sojan. I2, while defending, you may gain 1 strain token to change up to 2 of your blank results to focus results. That's quite good if you already have a focus there. You've obviously got the It's a Trap, precision-tuned cannons. If the defender is in your bullseye, add 1 focus result. Chaff particles and the target assist algorithm. Before you engage, if you have no green tokens and there are 1 or more enemy objects in your forward arc, gain a calculate token. Always like the efficiency there. Arval Kenid. While defending, you may gain a strain token to change 1 focus result to an evade result. He also has 3 shields. He has the Heroic Sacrifice. After you perform a slam action, roll 5 attack dice. Each large ship, huge ship, and scenario feature at range 0 suffers 1 damage for each hit or crit result, bypassing the shields. Then this ship is destroyed. You can perform slam actions even while stressed. You're also going to get the It's a Trap and the proton rockets there as well. Moving on to the B-Wings, we have Aiden Fox, an Initiative 1 B-Wing here. It's always good to add some more B-Wings into the mix. While you defend, if you're stressed, roll 1 additional defense die. Gyro Cockpit. After you gain a stress token, you may spend 2 charges to gain an evade token. And right at the bottom here we have, when you drop a device, you may spend 1 charge to set the template with its middle line aligned to the hash marks of your ship's left or right side instead of the rear guides. So dropping those bombs to left and right is going to be pretty tricky. You got It's a Trap, Parting Gift. When you are destroyed, before you're removed, you may spend 1 charge on an equipped bomb or device upgrade to drop or launch a bomb using a speed 1 straight or bank template. You got proton rockets and the proton bombs. Pretty handy with a B-Wing there. We have the Battle over Endor variant of Jenden Moonsong. At the start of the engagement phase, if a friendly brilin SRAM ship at range 0 to 2 is stressed, you may acquire a lock. You've got It's a Trap, Juke, proton torpedoes, and ion bombs. And Gina actually has 5 shields here, so that's a pretty strong B-Wing. There we go, there's Brilin. Also with the 5 shields, at the start of the engagement phase, if a friendly Juno Moonsong ship at range 0 to 2 is stressed, you may gain a focus token. We've got It's a Trap, homing missiles, proton bombs, and delayed fuses. Moving on to the Empire, we have Colonel Jenden, another I6 defender. While you defend, if you're not shielded, you may change one of your blank results to a focused result. So he is going to be definitely one to get right in the mix there. The Chiss engineering, which I absolutely love, after you fully execute a speed 3 to 5 maneuver, you may perform a lock action. While attacking, if you are not stressed, you may spend 1 shield to apply the range 1 bonus. I absolutely love that ability, making the defenders super aggressive. You've got no escape. While you perform a primary attack, if there are more friendly ships than other enemy ships at range 0 to 1 of the defender, you may reroll 1 of your blank results. Again, really powerful. Push the limit. For those of you that played version 1, this isn't quite the same push the limit, but after you fully execute a red maneuver or perform a red action, if you are not strained, you may gain 1 strain token to remove 1 stress token. So not the same push the limit we had back in the day, but still good to see that name come back. Proton cannons, we love them, they're super powerful. Computer assisted handling. After you fully execute a maneuver, you may spend 1 charge to perform a boost or barrel roll action. So the defender is incredible for the amount of actions you can actually get here. So you can do a 3 to 5 maneuver, get the target lock, do the computer assisted handling for the boost or barrel roll. Then, if you haven't done the barrel roll, you can evade and then do the barrel roll. Use the push the limit to gain a strain to remove that stress token. Just absolute craziness there. Captain Yor, this is one of my favourite pilots in the pack. I've actually been using it in Flight Academy and having some really good fun with it. After you perform a primary attack that hits, you may spend 1 charge to perform a bonus cannon attack. And you get with this no escape, Predator, the ion cannon, and the computer assisted handling. So I've been having a lot of fun with this variant of the Defender. 6 points as well, so it does mean you can, if you want, get triple defenders in, or have a very efficient defender in a regular list. Moving on to the TIE Fighters, we have Lieutenant Hepley. After you defend, you may perform a red boost action even while stressed. You also get the formed up ability at the end of the end phase. If there is another friendly TIE fighter at range 0 to 1, you may remove 1 stress token. So this is going to be fantastic for flying in swarms. You also have 4 hull with this TIE fighter. You've got the collected talent. After you perform a primary attack, you may spend 1 focus token to gain 2 evade tokens, so allowing you to be a lot more durable. Couple that up with elusive and no escape. Now we've got Scythe 6. While you perform an attack at attack range 1 to 2, roll 1 additional attack die. Absolutely brilliant. No escape, Predator, Ion Maneuver Jet. After you fully execute a K-turn maneuver, you may spend 1 charge to perform an action even while stressed. And you have the Targeting Matrix. While attacking, you may spend 1 focus result. At the end of the neutralize result step, if you do, after the attack is resolved, the defender gains a strain token. So, pretty cool. We've got Major Meander. Now, with this, we've got 3 hull and 1 shield instead of the 4 hull, but still a more durable TIE fighter we like to see. During the end phase, you may choose up to 2 friendly small ships at range 0 to 2. You and the chosen ship may perform a red barrel roll or red boost action. Now, that's during the end phase. Formed up is at the end of the end phase. So you can actually trigger Meander's ability and then formed up. So they'll do a red action and then you get rid of that stress token. Absolutely brilliant. That is obviously if you are doing that with TIE fighters with the formed up ability. Obviously you get no escape, you have ruthless, and you have swarm tactics, which is again going to be another great ability. So this is a very good synergizing pilot, works really well in that swarm to just make it even more efficient. Here he is, Sunell III. So this is our absolute ace, our favourite pilot. We're still trying to figure our way out with this one. We do still like the customizable one rather than the standard loadout, but this is still very cool. After you perform an attack, you may spend 1 charge and gain 1 deplete token to boost or barrel roll. So a good old ace pilot's attack and fade. You have the sensitive controls on here. Apex Predator, while you perform a primary attack, if the defender's initiative is lower than yours, you may reroll 1 attack die. No escape, blank signature. While defending, if you are not locked by the attacker, you may spend 1 charge to change 1 focus result to an evade result. And feedback emitter. After an object acquires a lock on you, you may spend 1 charge to jam that object, ignoring range restrictions. This upgrade's charge cannot be recovered, because that would be really good. But that's basically a slightly better version of false transponders because it's a may rather than a must. So very, very cool there. We have Mouse Monire. This Inceptor actually gets a shield, which is... I feel a bit jealous for Sunell that he didn't get the shield, but still, we get a shield on an Inceptor. After you perform an evade action, gain a calculate token. We've got no escape, outmaneuver, and fuel injection override. While you perform a boost or barrel roll action, you may spend 1 charge to use a template with a speed 1 higher instead. So almost like it's decloaking, which is really cool. Makes the Inceptor even faster, and will work really well with that outmaneuver to really outfox your opponent. We've got Sapphire 2. While you defend, if you are focused, roll 1 additional defense die. Gotta love an even more defensive Interceptor there. Already got 3. If you're focused, you're being attacked at range 3 through a rock, you're getting 6 evade dice there. No escape, reckless. While you perform a red boost or red barrel roll action, you may use the 1 hard template instead. If you do, roll an attack die on a hit or crit, gain a stress token. Seems fair. Prime thrusters, while you have 2 or fewer stress tokens, you can perform a boost or barrel roll action even while stressed. Absolutely love that on an Inceptor. And the targeting matrix. So again, while attacking, you may spend 1 focus assault at the end of the neutralizing assault step. If you do, after the attack is rolled, the defender gains a strain token. Not as powerful on an I1 there, unless your opponent isn't thinking about doing a blue maneuver next turn. That could work well if you are using a swarm tactics ship to boost this up to a higher initiative. Otherwise they might just do a blue to get rid of that strain. Now we have some bombers. We've got Simitar III. Now after you drop a bomb, you may spend 1 charge to perform a boost action. Absolutely love it. Nimble Bomber, one of my favourite bomb ship abilities here. If you would drop a device using a 1 speed template, you may use a bank template of the same speed instead. Sorry, that's a straight template. You can use a bank template. No escape, parting gift, just like we saw on the B-Wing, proton torpedoes and proton bombs. So this one is dangerous at both ends. Very worth keeping an eye out for. Scimitar 1. A little bit disappointing. Scimitar 3 is an initiative 3. Scimitar 1 is an initiative... Well, Scimitar 3 is an initiative 4 and Scimitar 1 is an initiative 3. Bit confusing. Would have been nice if they were the same as their numbers. But after a friendly ship at range 0 to 3 performs an attack, you may spend 1 charge to acquire a lock on the defender. You're going to get marksmanship, no escape, proton torpedoes, and ion bombs. So again, another very aggressive bomber. Looking forward to putting that on the table. And here is your scenario card. We have the command bridge, 20 hull, 3 shields, 2 recurring, 4 charges, 2 recurring, While you defend at attack range 3, do not apply the range bonus. During the end phase, if your damage tracker has reached 5 or more, recover 1 fewer shields. During the end phase, if your damage tracker has reached 10 or more, you do not recover shields. Damage tracking. When you suffer damage, move the charge marker on the command bridge tracking dashboard to the next sequential space. Then, if the damage suffered was a crit damage, move your charge marker 1 additional space. Battle stations. At the start of the system phase, you may choose one of the following effects. All power to deflectors, spend 2 charges to recover 1 shield, or concentrate fire. Spend 1 to 4 charges, then choose 1 turbo laser battery for each charge spent in this way. Each turbo battery gains a calculate token and a reinforce token. Again, picture on the back is pretty cool. So we have the turbo lasers. We obviously have 4 of them, as you can imagine, with the number of charges you can spend. So turbo lasers, say 2 red dice, you have 6 hull. While you defend at attack range 3, do not apply the range bonus. During the engagement phase at initiative 0, each turbo laser battery may perform a primary attack. You cannot perform attacks at attack range 0. Damage tracking. While you suffer damage, move your charge marker on the turbo laser battery tracking dashboard to the next sequential space. Optimal firing solution. While you perform an attack, do not apply the standard range 1 or range 3 bonus. Instead, the following bonuses apply. While attacking at range 1, the defender rolls 1 additional attack die. While attacking at range 2 to 3, roll 1 additional attack die. So much better at long range here. Structural damage. When you are destroyed, the opposing player rolls 2 attack dice. The command bridge suffers 1 hit damage for each hit or crit result rolled, ignoring shields. Turret rotation. At the start of the system phase, if the command bridge has not been destroyed, you may rotate each turbo laser battery 90 degrees. After a turbo laser battery rotates, it gains a deplete token. As I said, you've got battery 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's all the cards in the pack, guys, and we've obviously, as I said, got the tracking markers here. So this is for the command bridge, so you'll pop a token on there to show when you have taken damage. And the same for the turbo laser batteries, and they are marked 1 through 4. So let's actually have a look at the cardboard items we get in the pack, guys. So I'm going to get it open and go through them now. So here is the cardboard that we get in the pack. So first up, we obviously have Colonel Jenden and Captain Yor. We've got size 6, Major Meander, Lieutenant Hepley, and Mouse Monire. And the back of those are clear, which I actually quite like. You don't randomly have a rebel on the back of an Empire ship there. Then we've got Sapphire 2, Simitar 3, and Scimitar 1 there. And you've got some deplete tokens in the pack as well. And some damage marker tokens on there. No Soon Tier Fell, but obviously any good Empire player already has a Soon Tier Fell token. And he has the same initiative anyway, so there's no reason not to use that. Then we've got the Rebels. We've got Yendor, Gemma Sojan, Kendi Idel, Aiden Fox, Tycho, and Arval. Again, blank on the back. We've got your bomb tokens and some delayed fuse charges there. Got your turbo laser turrets, nice big tokens there. I believe they are just a bit smaller than a medium base, but they look absolutely awesome on the board. We're probably actually going to try and 3D print some to pop on here as well, just to give it a little bit of extra depth, but they are really cool. You can clearly see the arc. They've got the hash marking so that it's easy to rotate them as you need. And then you get your more bomb tokens and your command bridge, which, you know what, let's pop it out and put it together just like with the Siege of Coruscant and the bridge there. this token fits together really nicely actually. So that's going to be quite nice and clear to see. Plain on the back, so no destroyed one on the back, but you have your command bridge there. So guys, that is all the cards and tokens that you get in the pack. As we said, what we're going to do is we're going to go through the setup and how to play the scenario in a later video, and we are hoping to actually get the Battle of Endor played and recorded as soon as possible. In the meantime guys, don't forget, if you like what we're doing here at Art of Art Gaming, you can support us on Patreon. The link is in the description below. We are in the midst of season 6 of Flight Academy, with more videos going up 3 times a week for the next few weeks. But guys, again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.